first, which is where you want to be against a deck like Maliss, though he doesn't know he's playing against Maliss quite yet. Now, you actually topped the first event where Maliss was legal, right? You made top 16?
Yeah, with Anaheim.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. What do you think about the Maliss deck now versus then? I mean, you said it's lost its identity, it's not as powerful, but still strong.
If you're comparing the version of the deck that existed back then to what is right now, I think they are completely different strategies.
True.
The potential to make a stronger and stronger board has only increased, but now the longevity is what we really just focused on in the first list, because that's all I really had. The end board wasn't all there yet. We didn't have the Allied Kotaku. We didn't have March Hare. We did there was a lot of interaction that we just were missing.
Okay, well, I'm just going to cut you off because this is a crazy interaction. Lacrima, the Crimson Tier coming down from Kevin, and that's met by the Psy-Frame Gear Gamma. These feature matches are all about the cards limited to one so far, and Gamma is one of the most powerful interactions you can have from your hand.
I mean, limited for one for a good reason. This is, again, as you mentioned, one of the strongest interactions you can have, being able to negate and destroy, not typical for any interaction from the hand.
Yeah, huge against Lacrima, the Crimson Tiers, especially because like if you're able to negate the effect, they can still go into Requiem and continue their plays, but Gamma just absolutely devastating. Yeah,
when you lose access to your normal summon in Yummy, you don't have a whole lot of ways to extend other than essentially like a surprise summoning from hand. But now we do see an Engraver here. Engraver will be able to put monsters on the field, turn back on all the Yummies in hand. Does Shuping have an extra way to get rid of this? No, it doesn't seem like it.
All right, so Engraver is going to add a Fiendsmith tract.
Imagine we're going to be activating the tract immediately here.
Okay, I could see the rest of Kevin's hand there. Pretty solid. Lots of ways to keep extending. He has the surprise. He has, I think, a Cupsy Yummy.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to have at least one Yummy.
Yeah, and then, of course, the Mignon, which you don't want to see in your hand, but it's not like the end of the world.
It's useful. You can do something with it.
What I do like is when you go into Snatchy, you can use the effect to place it from your hand still, so you can kind of try and bait your opponent to negate the Snatchy effect, then you just kind of play the Mignon onto the field.
Yeah, you know, potentially get rid of something from the hand, maybe an effect failure.
But Fabled Lure is discarded, special summons itself back to the field, and now it's being sent to the graveyard for the Link summon of Fiendsmith's Requiem.
Summon good.
Now he has a Link 1 monster on the field.
And there's going to be the Cupsy Yummy.
Yeah, you see
Shu was so upset.
Shuping reels in his chair. You thought the Gamma was going to get him there. You mentioned the normal summon so important in the Yummy deck, but Shuping knows that now the Cupsy Yummy's coming down. Those interactions from the hand aren't going to be usually enough, and that's not what he wants to see. Just that's one of my favorite things about watching Shuping play is, you know, he's a big expression player.
Yeah.
You can kind of get like what's going on through his mind based on just watching his expressions.
Wears his heart on the sleeve.
Definitely does. Love to see it, and Kevin loves to see this Cupsy Yummy resolving. And he added, it looks like a Cookie Yummy.
Let's see where he goes from here. Is he going to continue with the Yummy, or is he going to activate that Requiem?
He's going to go ahead and special summon the Cookie. It looks like, oh, maybe not.
Special.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and special summon the Cookie just in case something goes wrong. The kind of downside to using Link 1s that aren't Snatchy, so he's going to go into Yummy Snatchy, so he is valuing putting the Yummy monsters in his graveyard before he goes into Cupsy Yummy way, because you want to be able to have the two monsters to summon back. When you use stuff like Hornet Drones or the Sky Striker engine, you're not always going to be able to tag back out with your Yummy Synchro monster.
Absolutely. And now Snatchy is going to be activated. Oh, looks like he's going for a second copy of a field spell here.
He's going to go for a Croaky.
Yep. A Croaky from the deck here.
I guess there's no harm in like putting it out because you can replace it with the Mignon later on, then use the Croaky effect to put it back into the bottom of your deck.
Yeah.
So you can place it during your opponent's turn.
It also suggests like Shuping would not play around the Mignon in hand, right? So you maybe potentially thinks that that interaction is not there, that extender.
Mm-hmm. Could be, could be. All right, so the Requiem is going to tribute itself off the field, a special summon of Fiendsmith Engraver. So now this is the opportunity for Kevin to either go into sequence to try and look at something like Desiree, or if he's still mindful of Nibiru, could just be that High Wave King Caesar. Fabled Lure back into the deck.
Yeah, we'll see how cautious he's going to be here. I imagine he will just be going for the Caesar, because if it is met with Nibiru the problem being at this spot, he has enough to play through it. But I guess if you're threatening at this point and he doesn't do anything, you might as well go for Desiree, right?
I just like Caesar so much. I mean, when you see a Gamma, you really don't know what your opponent's playing, but you would assume they're playing something
with a lot of spells.
Yeah, a lot of spells, yeah. So it could be a Desiree option. That's definitely what Kevin is considering.
I mean, Caesar is also very good against Branded, so if you had to pick something for a deck that's playing those cards,
it is going to be an Xyz summon. He's going to overlay the 2 level 6 monsters for the myth, the man, the legend, DDD High Wave King Caesar. Has both of these yummy extending cards in the hand. Next up is going to be a Synchro Summon.
Yeah, both these cards in the hand are typically cards you do want to access from the deck, so, but they're still functional, right?
Oh yeah, that's the best part about Yummies. Even if you draw the cards that you want to like search, yeah, they still work. Like drawing Yummy Surprise, which is why you see some people play more than one copy sometimes, not the worst thing in the world. Because if something goes wrong with your first summon, it can special summon from the hand or graveyard and continue to extend your plays.
Surprise is honestly a lot better to open because that just means Cupsy can search anything.
Right, exactly. Sometimes that's the problem. It's a problem of success where you just have too many Yummy cards that when you get to the Cupsy Yummy Way, you have nothing really to even add. You're just adding more of the same. But looks like he's going to go into Lollipo Yummy Way before going into Cupsy. Brings back the 2, and then now this will probably be the Cupsy Yummy Way. No, it's going to be a Link Summon for SP Little Knight. He's just not going to.
He just doesn't need anything else from his hand. Like he just doesn't want to go into it, I suppose.
Interesting.
Doesn't want to access Marshmallow, which, you know, is a choice.
Yeah, no. The Yummy with only one Snatchy, you got to play a lot more conservative nowadays. If he's not playing something like IP Masquerena in his extra deck, which he's probably not because he has all the Fiendsmith cards, even though you could do plays that get more monsters onto your field, you're not really netting any advantage if there's nowhere to go with them.
Yeah, choosing to play conservative, hold his cards here. It's going to be a little bit difficult to immediately... Oh, well, he's going to be able to summon Cupsy on his opponent's turn, surely.
True, yeah. But Allure of Darkness coming down here for Shu Ping. Definitely going to probably send alarm bells in Kevin's head.
I mean, it's definitely a tell. It looks like we're going to be chaining the effect of Lollipo to summon back 2 from the grave. It's going to be met with Dominus Impulse. That's extremely strong here, cutting off all the Yummy cards.
See, this is where if you had the Cupsy Yummy Way and the Lollipo Yummy Way, you kind of have some more insurance. So, like, it's a tough call.
Being able to resolve Gamma and Impulse in the same game, that feels pretty good.
Definitely. Those are 2 powerful interactions from the hand. Allure of Darkness is going to draw 2 cards from the top of the deck.
And discard his whole hand? Question mark?
Question mark? Kevin's definitely waiting. He's like, so...
All right, it's not an immediate decision here. We'll see if he has a good Malice monster to banish.
Yeah, the High Wave King Caesar makes things a little difficult here for Shu Ping. Because if he banishes a certain Malice name, he doesn't have a way to deal with the Caesar. And we're showing the power
The only thing is that you lost the longevity, right? If they break the board, there's not much left.
True.
I'll start.
We can see what Shu Ping is doing for his turn 1 combo here with Malice. If he does, in fact, draw some Malice names.
Stun by Memphis.
It looks like a potentially strong hand from Kevin here. Lots of interaction that I saw.
Let's see what Shu has.
Can we normal summon Dormouse?
It's definitely in his hand. I don't know. Oh, you guys probably can't see it, but there is a Dormouse in the hand. But he also has a Chessie Cat, so that could be even better.
Okay, this is pretty ideal. Chessie for Dormouse.
Lancia check.
I mean, if you have Ash, you definitely Ash this.
We'll see if Kevin agrees with your assessment.
There's not many good places to Ash. Ashing Chessie, I mean, you're denying 2 cards and potentially a body.
Yep, and the Ash Blossom does come down, but called by the Grave from Shu Ping is going to stop the Ash Blossom in its tracks. And he banishes the Dormouse. Devastation for Kevin.
There's no such thing as limited, apparently.
It's like Master Duel. The card's limited. It's going to be in your hand. It's the name. That's been the name of the tournament so far.
All right, off to the races here. 2 new cards in hand. Dormouse will be able to activate its effect, get rid of the White Rabbit. White Rabbit will be able to activate its effect, come back to the field. And now will we be getting MTP or will we be getting TB11? How much more are we coming?
Interesting you wouldn't say GWC. maybe Shu Ping's not using it. That'd be an interesting take on Malice.
What do you even try to summon back? Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you can still access, as I said, with like the Malice and Underground, banishing Malice in the Mirror. and then Malice in the Mirror banishing TB11. So there's still ways to get to the traps you need, but yeah, what are you summoning back is a good point. And you can also use March Hare for a lot of the same interactions, like banishing Heart Scripter from your graveyard to summon it out. You don't actually need the GWC06, but here comes the Red Ransom.
Ransom is met with no response here.
Imagine it's going to add Malice in Underground. Yep. Now we're going to see the TB11 banishing Red Ransom.
Yep, everything as you described up to this point. The TB11 is going to be able to put up a Malice monster on the field. It's going to be March Hare. Not able to use its effects on the field currently, but as long as it hits the graveyard, it'll be able to be used again. And then Ransom, because it was banished, is going to be able to summon itself back and then banish another card. It's going to be a copy of Chessie that hasn't used its effect yet either, coming back for another 300 life points.
It hasn't used the banishment effect.
Yeah. That's 3 down, 1 to go. I guess 4 down.
Yeah, he still has the March Hare.
Yes, March Hare and Cryptors left.
This is the classic, the Cyber's Wicked into Link Karibo. It's going to trigger the Cyber's Wicked, so you banish from the graveyard to add that Dark Cybers.
Yep.
There's going to be that backup secretary.
Yep. Backup at Ignister and March Hare to the hand. March Hare from the banishment. Backup at Ignister from the deck. And then, this card is the one I think just makes Malice still so good as backup at Ignister. It just gives you so many monsters onto the field and gives you access to all the materials you need for something like Heart Scripter into Allied Code Talker at Ignister.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what's happened in this turn so far, you wouldn't imagine anything's changed.
Yeah, I mean, I think the things that changed are not noticeable in like the terms of the combo, but like the vulnerability to the interactions. Like Droll and Lockbird was notoriously a card that wasn't so strong against Malice because they could just still set the trap card with Whitebinder. But now a Droll and Lockbird would have been huge. Like say he like changed it to the Chessie Cat, not getting access to the Cyber's Wicked. I mean, maybe he still would be able to play through it as much, but maybe some more interaction. Nibiru also could be something that would be in the hand of Kevin that would be pretty pivotal at this point.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that could happen, and we're going to have to see how much recovery there is, right? Because we can get to this point, but is there any way to get our resources back without access to Whitebinder?
Yeah, definitely going to be the case. But for all you Malice duelists out there, be taking notes, seeing how Xu Ping's doing it. Even though the deck's not as strong as it once was, it still could potentially be an option.
We know he still has the March Hare and Malice and Underground in hand. Looks like we're going into the Heart Scripter now. Going to be linking that and the Wicked away into
Transcode Talker.
Okay, Transcode is now going to be able to summon back a Link monster to its arrow. It's going to be summoning Red Ransom.
March Hare.
Finally going to be activating that March Hare now. Likely going to banish the Heart Scripter to access every single name that's currently legal.
Yeah, interesting. But now he won't have a March Hare in his hand at the end phase. I don't think there's any way to really get it back or search for another one.
Opting for as much presence on the field as possible.
See, this is where the limits and forbidden cards come into play because you have to invest so much more into your field. Oh, and IP Masquerena. Okay.
Okay, and now we're going to be going into Allied Code.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So while this is strong, it is nowhere near as strong as a final infield as what Malice used to have.
Okay.
Like this is a negate an IP, right? Like there's not much else.
Yeah, the Cryptor is still in the graveyard.
Oh, and the Cryptor.
Well, I don't know how we're getting the Cryptor back on the field currently.
He would have to IP into SP banish itself. Yeah, because he lost the March Hare from his hand and has no way to get it back.
So now he's going to go
for
Malice
in the Mirror can get the March Hare.
Yeah,
okay.
So he's
smart.
opting to not go for MTP right now. MTP can be accessed by a way to... okay, so we're just going to banish the Chessie as a free card in the graveyard. Just random banish here. That's going to add another copy of March Hare. Will he find a way to banish both Cryptor as well as White Rabbit on the following turn?
See, that's where the Whitebinder being gone is really brutal because Whitebinder could do both of those things.
I mean, he has access to SP. SP can banish Ransom.
But that's giving up one of his, you're trading your SP for a Cryptor at that point.
The Dimensional Fissure might just do it all, though.
True. The Dimensional Fissure is the cherry on top of this field. But I know if you've been playing Master Duel and played against Malice, you'd look at this and be like, oh, this is I mean, let's ignore the Dimensional Fissure right there on the field. Okay. But this is breakable. It's not as powerful and overwhelming as it once was, and you honestly couldn't ask for a better hand to get the field that you want. It was Chessie Cat banished Dormouse with a Called by the Grave, right? Yeah, this is not overwhelming.
Stand by.
That's the card he wanted earlier. That would have been able to stop the Red Ransom from coming back. Oh! I see a really powerful spell from Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon in his hand, but he's going to have to find a way to force out the Allied Code Talker at Ignister first, but looks like he's going to force it out with the Regeki.
Yep, that's going to be step 1 here. We'll see what Allied Code decides to get away. I imagine you just get rid of the Red Ransom to protect it, and then that'll trigger the Red Ransom, banish White Rabbit.
Chilling 2.
Yeah, I think Maliss is a much weaker deck now, but not out of the count because you're not facing down cards like Artifact Lancia every single round. So while it isn't as impressive as it was before, still a decent option. I like this. It's way more lower to the ground.
Pulse.
The White Binder being gone is just so brutal. Because you're losing that, you mentioned the follow-up, the card advantage, the mass banishing that not only will summon your monsters, but could also cut your opponent off from their cards too. The Regeki's not banished.
It was banished off the effect of Allied Code.
Oh, he used Allied Code
Yeah.
to banish. Oh, okay. I thought he was just doing it for the Dimensional Fissure.
Yeah, it's very awkward, right? There's several things banishing it right now. But I guess that is the Maliss deck.
Right.
Oh, okay. I can see it.
Okay.
That's a concession, it seems.
Only has so much towards it, and you got consistency with Yummy, consistency with Fiendsmith, and now we're going to see what Kevin opens up with here in game number 3. And I see a Cupsy Yummy.
I mean, that's good enough. I see a lot of cards he does not want to see in his hand, but there's a couple other really good ones.
He's got the Wombo combo, Asala. It's the talent called by... At this point, he's hoping Shubing has Ass Blossom.
Yes, please.
Please
interact with
shifter me. Please shifter me in main phase 1. He is in main phase 1.
We're normal summoning Cupsy. Oh, it looks like that's going to be resolving. He's like, oh, all right.
You see a smile from Shuping. Cupsy Yummy. This is my icon in Master Duel. I have a Cupsy Yummy with like the Christmas wreath around it, so it's like Christmas time, Cupsy Yummy. I love the personalizations in Master Duel.
It's February.
It's Christmas year round. Ask Jesse. He loves the Christmas music. Shout outs to Jesse Cotton. Thanks for joining us on the pre-show today. That was absolutely incredible. And now the Link summon for the one Yummy Snatchy coming down. That's going to be able to place the Mignon from the deck. Yummy Amusement Mignon.
Will we see another monster from hand, or are we going to be immediately activating Mignon here to go for the Cupsy?
No Ghost Spell, no Ghost Ogre. Now a Synchro Summon. Now this time I'm sure we're going to see Cupsy Yummy Way.
Cupsy hits the field. It looks like this is going to be met with an interaction.
And here's the bad news, Shu. Well, he could chain the Cupsy Yummy and then chain the Call By, but decides to leave the Cupsy Yummy on the field. I like tagging it back out, but
just getting the free monster while you can.
He could just be excited that he has Call By down.
Yeah.
Also,
he's just happy enough to resolve it this way.
Yeah, you don't need the other monsters on the field. I'd rather have 2 than 1.
I think maybe he is actually trying to play around Dominus Impulse right now.
Oh, it actually is going to pay off.
Yeah.
He has it in the hand too. Oh, that could be smart. I'm not smart. He's smart.
This guy's a professional.
He's a professional. And then you
discards
get
the Paradise.
Oh, so nice. I mean, the discard from Cupsy Yummy really helps. But here it is, triple tactics, talent. Let me take a look at your hand.
It's 2 limited cards.
He's about to spit on his water. He got called by talent in game number 3. We're gonna get a spit take. Oh man.
And that impulse is gone. Out of here.
I'll pick Dominus Impulse. Still not a bad hand. Terraforming, back of Ignister, and March here.
That is a lot of engine, yeah.
This is a heads-up play for Kevin not tagging out that Cupsy Yummy because it would have been hit by the Impulse, and that could have potentially been devastating. Waiting, patience is a virtue, and it's going to pay off. So now we're going to activate the
just
March.
leaving the hand face up. No interactions here.
I
just
love
go
the Shu leaning back in his chair. He knows this is the Kevin show now. I love having Shu being up there. He's just shaking his head. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
He knows how this is probably going to end. So now a Synchro Summon for Lollipop Yummy Way. Bringing back Marshmallow and Cookie. We're having a great time here. Those 2 are going to go to the graveyard. Probably for an IP Masquerena.
No,
Reaper Duckus.
He's going to turn into a Light Fiend.
I forgot. This is the combo. I got to take notes. This is the deck I want to play next. I have Pure Yummy built right now, and I'm looking to build Fiendsmith Yummy.
Okay, well, so he's going straight into the sequence here.
And it's sequence into Requiem because he values the Caesar. I mean, you can look. Caesar stops every card in his hand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why not?
This is going to likely summon Lacrima here, the Crimson Tears.
Shu maybe making the best play here, taking a quick nap so he can get ready for the next round and have his brain completely refreshed.
Think about where it all went wrong.
What did I do wrong? I mean, it's a bold choice to bring Maliss into a tournament, but I mean, okay, let's be real. Today has just been the day of cards that are limited.
Yeah, every single turn, it's been 2 limited cards activated.
Called by talents. Like, even when we go back to like Snake Out format, I remember us talking like that was like the dream always, is have called by talents. Like, it's just an absolutely.
The game does end almost immediately.
It's an absolute, because they lose the interaction from the hand, and then you rip another card, so they're only going to draw to 4.
They know exactly what they have to play around. They know what they have to beat.
It's brutal. But this is why called by talents are limited to 1.
You're not supposed to see the improbabilities that we've seen today alone.
Never tell me the odds, Asala. All right, we're going to continue with a summon of Necroquip Princess. Since the Requiem was equipped to that Lacrima, you can send those both to the graveyard for the fusion summon of Necroquip. And now we got the 2 level 6 monsters we need to perform an Xyz summon for DDD High Wave King Caesar.
And now I imagine he's just going to activate Surprise, summon back the Marshmallow, get back the Surprise.
It's just so free. It's like, it's hard not to want to do that every single turn. It is just a free monster. And he has the Paradise in the graveyard as well.
He is established here.
I don't know what. Stupid giving his opponent the Marshmallow to his graveyard. I mean, he knows that there's no card he can really draw here. I mean, unless he has some really spicy Pot of Desires into something else, it's
And I'll see that
not looking good.
We're just going to hand him the deck to cut, see what Destiny draw he can grab here.
From my deck.
Is he going to just put it face up?
My turn. Yep.
That would be hilarious if he drew it face up. Oh no, he's going to like take a look.
He's just leaving the other 3.
Huh, does this change things?
I mean, with his current hand, it's either normal summon backup or activate the Terraforming. Terraforming is going to...
I mean, Cupsy Yummy effect. Or maybe you do nothing because maybe you're worried about drawing talents? No, you definitely use the effect.
We're just going to get all the advantage back here. I imagine it's going to summon the Lollipo Yummy Way as well as...
a Snatchy.
Yeah, just getting the Snatch on the board already.
You could go for Cupsy to try and get that draw. Just insult to injury. Maybe he wants to draw in another interaction from the hand.
Yeah, just draw a Stroll or something.
Anything, really.
Not that you'd keep Droll in this match. Oh, like he's just going to grab a guaranteed card here for follow-up.
Yeah, usually when you have no cards in your hand, sometimes it's safest to... Oh, no, he's doing the Snatchy effect that plays a Croaky. He's probably still going to draw a fresh card. But you always want to do Chainlink 1.
That makes sense,
Cupsy Yummy, Chainlink 2, Snatchy, so you get that field spell out of your deck. Get yourself a little bit closer to drawing something like Ash Blossom or Ghost Bell. And it's a Ghost Bell. Why not?
Sure.
Why not?
Now, Tactics could be potentially really strong here.
Take a moment to look at his face down card. That's the Black Goat last. Just has... See, these are the games where you wish you didn't draw like everything. Like, man, let me get this luck a little bit later on when I don't start with such a strong start, but we'll see if he needs all these cards. Black Goat last, especially strong when you know all the cards in your opponent's hand.
All right, now we know it's not Tactics to take the Caesar. We're going to be normal summoning the backup secretary here. This is going to be completely fine. It's going to be a net even. You get more information, and whatever he tries to banish, you negate with Caesar.
Any effect on summon?
Yeah. All right, just confirming what its effect is.
It adds a tuner, right? Oh, Cyber's tuner?
Dark Cybers.
Just Dark Cybers? Oh, no, it's the tuner. The Cyber Toolkit adds the tuner, and then the Wizard Ignister is the one that you can add with backup at Ignister.
Okay. Yep.
I imagine you shouldn't respond with anything at this point. There's nothing you're worried about. Looks like we're going to be using Snatchy here.
He might just be worried about Link Karibo, putting it face down so he doesn't have just the trap negate, potentially. I think that's a fair thing to do right now. Or he could just destroy it. He could go into like a Cupsy. Well, you don't want to go in. No, was Cupsy the one he tagged out? It was, right? Yeah, because he turned the Lollipop. So you don't want to go into Cupsy really because it can't go back. So it might just be the cookie just to put it face down. And then save the Akroki destruction effect.
Sure, just cut off as many options as possible.
I love the Yummy cards. It just does so much with so little.
Very high value deck.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of aggression potential as well because of minion. You wouldn't think a deck with so many small monsters is so potent.
It's like Six Samurai. Summon a bunch of little guys that get really big the more you have, and bam, bam, bam.
All right, Dormouse is added to hand and immediately discarded for the effective backup at Ignister. Going to be set with the effective Cookie Yummy Way now. Nothing destroyed off Akroki. Now we're going to be activating the Mouse in Underground. Likely going for probably Mouse in the Mirror here to get as many resources as possible. And then you could just bell that.
And he drew the bell off the Koshi Yummy. It seals the deal. I don't know if he needs